Imagine that you are an employee of the company and you encounter an executive who asks why sustainable development is important and how that is linked to the team's topic. You'll have 90 seconds in which to convince the executive why this needs to be addressed. Only one member of your team will do this. There will be no Q&A, as you experienced yesterday. And at the end, myself and Christine, as senior judges, will provide feedback after your presentation. Very straightforward process. Again, we know you have worked very hard for the presentations yesterday and the presentations today. So just a deep breath, just relax and know you're in good company, you're amongst peers, you're amongst friends, and we're eager to learn from you and your 90-second pitch today. So I'll pass it over to Colossal Blue Whales Consulting Group.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I can start whenever I want, right? Just starting from now. Yeah, yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, so I'm Stephanie Bulach, and I'm going to present my team in the topic called Nestle and McDonald's in Russia. Okay, so the chosen Sustainable Development Goal number 16 promotes peace, justice, and strong institutions. A strong moral compass is essential for every democratic society. That's why calling on corporations like Nestle to withdraw from a country leading the war against another would be considered as support and moral principles. Proceeding with production in Russia means investing in its economy, which contributes to the consequences of sponsoring the war in Ukraine. According to the goal explanation, the narrow objectives are: first, protecting children from any violence and abuse. This might be directly tied to the war in Ukraine, as according to the current data, there are over 20,000 Ukrainian kids forcefully are relocated to Russia. Second, developing effective, accountable, and transparent institutions at all levels is impossible in Russia at the moment. On a legal level, the Russian government has all the power to take any institution and production to use it for military purposes. Third, significantly reducing all forms of violence and related death rates can serve as an example for corporations to reconsider staying in Russia. Any profits and taxes they provide will in some way be transformed into military spending by the country. In summary, prioritizing sustainable development is the right thing to do morally, but also it's vital for the long-term peace, justice, and prosperity for all. Thank you for attention.
All right. Thank you, Colossal Blue Whales Consulting Group. And Nick, I just wanted to confirm, my understanding from prior presentations is that, not to bias influence upon other teams, that we will, as senior judges, we'll hear all of the teams and then we'll be able to provide feedback at the end so that we aren't breaking up the continuity there.
That is my understanding of this format as well.
Okay, great, thanks. Next up, batter up, UG5 Sustainable Technology Advisory Group.
Hello, it's a pleasure. My name is Aliyah Buzurukova, and I'm here with Garbal. So thank you so much for asking this question. And when thinking about where to seek employment, I always knew I wanted my work to involve sustainable development. At Garbal, we're deeply invested in the intersection of technology and sustainable development. Our focus is on supporting the pastoral herders of West Africa, a group that relies heavily on their livestock, such as cattle, goats, sheep, and camels, for their day-to-day living. These herders face numerous challenges, including environmental issues like land degradation, which can lead to conflicts with sedentary farmers over resources. Understanding the critical nature of these challenges, Garbal leverages cutting-edge satellite data and artificial intelligence to provide herders with real-time, actionable information. This data helps them make better decisions about where to find grazing areas and water sources, which is especially crucial during the harsh dry seasons. But our work doesn't stop there. By ensuring herders can better manage their resources, we also contribute to broader goals like food security and conflict mitigation. Healthy livestock means more robust food supplies and a more stable income for those communities. It's a ripple effect that touches on various aspects of sustainability and environmental stewardship. Garble is proud to stand at the forefront of using AI to bridge the digital divide, ensuring that even the most remote communities can benefit from technological advancements. It's not about innovation for its own sake. It's about how these tools can be harnessed to create a more equitable and sustainable future for all. I hope this gives you a really clear picture of Garble and our mission here. Thank you.
Thank you for presenting. And next up, Team Undergraduate 13, AgriTech Consulting.
Perfect. I'll start on my first word. Hi, my name is Gabriela Puig, and I'm with AgriTech Consulting. And today I'm going to talk to you about the impact that you're going to have as Bayer. Supporting resilient food systems all over the world in the efforts towards ending zero hunger and adopting eco-friendly agricultural practices to support life on land is at the top of the list when it comes to solving global issues. Why, you may ask? Currently, 350 million people all over the globe are experiencing the most extreme forms of hunger. And of those, 49 million people are on the brink of famine. Something needs to be done now in order to address that crisis. But the question is where to start. And we believe the answer lies with you, Bayer, one of the biggest players in the agricultural industry that has the true potential to be the catalyst for sustainable change in this industry. We propose to you that you leverage Monsanto's technological potential and advancements that you gained in their acquisition to do a couple of things. One, to support your sustainable and developmental goals that you've set for 2030, and to also be a true pioneer in achieving zero hunger efforts. Our B2B strategy that has been designed uniquely to accommodate for Bayer's mission, goals, and competitive advantages has three solutions that are unique yet complementary in nature. One, increase R&D for crop resilience. Two, invest in alternative agricultural solutions. And lastly, to educate farmers. The impact of this solution that we propose to you has the effort to truly address zero hunger efforts and put Bayer at the top of this equation so that you can impact future generations to come in a positive light. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for presenting AgriTech Consulting. Last but not least, Global Solutions Consulting.
Okay. Imagine you're at the grocery store and you run into your favorite Gatorade, the fruit punch flavor. Its bright red hue signals a familiar flavor. Earlier that day on Instagram, you read a short post about how the harmful effects of Red 40 can impact your life. So as you reach for it, you start to consider if you should even purchase it. That's where the issue of Red 40 comes into play. It's a food dye used in countless products, including the Gatorade you're about to purchase. But here's a catch. Red 40 has been linked to potential health concerns ranging from allergies to behavioral issues in children. As consumers become more health conscious, they're realizing the damages Red 40 can pose. As an employee passionate about sustainability, this issue hits home. Sustainable development isn't just about protecting the environment. It's about safeguarding the well-being of our communities. Sustainable Development Goal 3 is good health and well-being, which is Global Solutions Consulting's main focus. By transitioning away from harmful additives like Red 40 and offering healthier alternatives, we're not just meeting consumer demands, we're prioritizing their health and safety. So why does sustainable development matter? It's our compass, guiding us towards responsible choices that benefit everyone, from customers to communities. Removing Red 40 isn't just a step towards a healthier future, it's a testament to our commitment to making impactful, sustainable choices in every aspect of our business. My name is Tony Espinoza. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. And that rounds out our 4 90-second pitches. We'll now have an opportunity, myself and Christine, to provide some general feedback. It won't be as niche and targeted to each and every team. That's not my style. I don't want to single out anyone. It's all positive feedback, which I like to include, because I'll start with just comments on the 90-second. I've been judging for about 7-8 years now. The 90-second for me is probably the toughest part, because you're condensing all of your research, all of your data into the most compelling points for the judges, and then selecting the one ambassador, if you will, to represent that voice for your team. So I applaud that you all delivered a concise and succinct summary, and clearly you all have practiced, because whether you didn't probably see that I've timed every one of them and you all hit the mark. So I know that this wasn't just we think we'll get it at 90 seconds. You know, the work showed there. I think one of the challenges in online versus the in-person 90-second is that they're both equally difficult in different ways, because you're presenting something and it's needs to be leveraged a little bit more beyond text. My only recommendation, and this is broad and it's not a critique, as a judge, I don't like to be judgy per se, but I think as we are in our pandemic era, and I've learned from this as a professional too, engaging with other movements is really helpful in presenting. It's as if you really were imagining that you are in the room with your board members and your senior executives, or you're talking to them, so that it doesn't feel as scripted necessarily, but you're able to make a point and kind of draw the eye, and it kind of brings a little bit of activity into the presentations. And that goes from not just a 90-second, but whether you have your upcoming 10 minutes, that's the only guidance I would provide, is that it you'll learn that. It's a honed skill through many years. I mean, I have the white hair to show you. I've been around the block a few times here. So you're young and you're learning, but you'll find that as you do more online, and business has shifted certainly more online with meetings, it allows you to have that voice and have the attention upon you as kind of a, hey, this is a key decision maker. This is an influencer in our discussion. But all in all, very happy to watch these presentations and see the growth from yesterday's 25-minute, which was considerably longer.
Yeah. Great. I'll just add to that. I think you guys did a fantastic job, and I hadn't heard your 25 minutes before, so I did get a good grasp of what you were talking about. So that was great. I would just to add to that, I think if it's your second approach, they should already know you. So building on kind of that personal relationship as well is also helpful, because that's usually what I remember in a meeting, is that, and that puts me at ease, and then I understand your issue a little bit. I think the last one, I liked the recap of, and so why should you care? Because there's all this information coming out. I liked the ending recap of, let me bring you back to why I'm talking to you for these 90 seconds, what the issue is. And a lot of times you leave with that lasting sentence. And so you want us to remember that very ending. So great job.
Now, I appreciate that comment, Christine. It reminds me a lot of when you're delivering these 90 seconds, it's almost akin to watching, say, a Super Bowl commercial. It's the best of the content. So it's that hook in the beginning. So those that kind of, you start with that story, and it really is a narrative to draw you in, and you want to know more. And then that recap of why it's important. Yeah. So it really is tough now. Like, well, it's all important, as you found yesterday with 25 minutes. There was a lot of important information there, so to tease out that 90 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah.
Well, the 90 seconds are they're short bursts, as you can tell. So we got through the 4 presentations now. Give you all time. That concludes our session here for the 90 seconds. Shortly, you'll be joining other judges, other team members for the 10 minutes. So today is a little bit more condensed online, but as senior judge, I wish you well in the competition, and glad to see faces from around the world. Often I'm in person for these competitions, so I meet people from around the world, but it's great to see everyone online here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
so much.